Morality without God isn't collapsing. This one used to feel like a final move, the kind of argument that ended the conversation. If there's no God, what stops people from doing anything they want? It sounds strong, almost obvious, like removing belief would remove the entire structure holding behavior together. But then you look at reality. Most atheists are not living in chaos. They are not suddenly dishonest, violent, or reckless. They go to work, take care of their families, keep promises.
Of course, if I had money in the bank, thousands of followers, and a presence on social media, I too would be honest and care about my fellow human beings because I'd have some good to give. But you show me an atheist who's down and out, has nobody to care for them, and I'll show you an atheist who doesn't mind stealing or even killing because he's got nothing to give. Hey, that reason works for me. Let me tell you something. If I knew that, I believe in God, but I've stolen shitloads of goods, merchandise from stores until I got caught. And I prayed to God silently, Lord, if you get me out of this one without me going to jail, I'll never steal again. And I've never stolen since because I'm going to keep my word to God, a God that I believe in. But you let me find out that there is no God, I'll go back to stealing so quick because I ain't got any goodies. I ain't got a social media presence. My songs are floundering. I have not made it into the top 10 or even the top 100. So of course I'll fucking steal. I need to steal and to get the money for my hair transplants. I'll steal. I'll cheat. I'll do whatever. But once I get what I want, once I'm happy with myself, I'll start loving my fellow man and start doing right and start being moral. But let me tell you something. If there is no God, let me tell you something that will make you uncomfortable. I don't give a fuck. If there is no God, the bouncers in a certain city kick me out of the bars because they think I'm disabled, because I'm not. They laugh at me. Let me tell you something. If there is no God, and I knew there was no God, and I knew, and I somehow knew that I could do something to kill a few of these bouncers and get away with it, guess what I would do? I would kill them. I would kill them because it would validate me. I would feel that dopamine rush in my brain that I do matter, that I got some power, that I'm not a loser, that I'm finally a winner. Yes. If I knew there was no God, and I knew that I could do this and get away with it, I'd kill me some I'd go bouncer hunting, and I'd notch a few notches. Teardrop. I wouldn't tattoo teardrops from my eyes because I'd have the teardrops coming from my eyes in my soul. I know that I'd kill some tough bouncers who mistreated me, who bullied me. I kill them. I'm still alive. They're not. If there's no God, what does it matter? We're all gonna die someday. Why not now? People die every day and we don't bat an fucking eye. What's more gonna matter? Especially if there are people who don't love me, people who I don't love, people who are not good looking girls. I don't need no fucking mental help. I don't need to see a goddamn therapist. All I need is a better hand than the hand I got. All I need is to get what makes me happy. All I need is to be happy, get my hair transplants, get a little money, get a social media following, get my songs in the top 100. And then my mind, you change my body, you change my circumstances, and my mind will change. I will not change my mind. I don't want to change. I'm not going to change. You can't make me change. Until my shit changes and my shit comes in, I ain't gonna change shitta. So you can go fuck yourselves. We're all gonna die one day, and it's not gonna matter if there's no God. So fuck. Even though I believe in God, I still feel this way. Until my ship comes in, every goddamn one of y'all can go to hell and go fuck yourselves while down there. Now, why do I kill people today? Because even if I wanted to kill, even if I believed in God, which I do, I could always be forgiven in the end. So why don't I kill? Even if I didn't believe in God, why don't I kill people who I want to kill because they've killed my self-esteem? Because I can't do it and get away with it. Because let's look at all that I've got to lose if I kill. Go to prison. I can never drink another cup of coffee again. I can never eat a pizza every week. Thin, large pepperoni and sausage or pepperoni and chicken. I'd never get to eat that again. I would never get to stuff my face with candy bars and sweets and strawberry shortcake. I'd be living in a cage. It's not worth it, man. It's not worth it. Unless, of course, I had a terminal disease. But I digress. Yeah, I don't want to kill anybody. No, I hate murder. I don't want that stain on my soul. But when people keep killing my self-esteem, that shit gets old. You start to not care anymore. You start to lose. You start to hate. The love you feel for everybody starts to turn to hate. And if there is no God, what does it matter? Go for it. Because if there is no God, then love is not the most powerful force in the world. Sometimes, if there is no God, then death is the God of this universe. Death is the only thing that we can be certain of. Everything is going to die. We're all under the cloud of death. If there is no God, worship death, because we're all going to die. We're all going to die someday. Why not now? Fuck that. I don't want to die. And anyone who tried to take my life from me, I will kill in self-defense. I don't give a shit who they are. I don't want to die. I'm terrified of dying. I would not die to save even your life. So I'm afraid of dying. Even though I believe in God, I'm terrified of dying. I would not die. Especially when I have not had my time to shine. I have not had my 15 minutes of fame. My ship has not come in. I have not made with my life where I wanted to be. I have not become a top 10 artist. So would I give my life to save the life of a child? Fuck you no. You better go somewhere, bitch. That little innocent child is going to grow up and be an adult someday. What if he grows up and be a child molester? What if he grows up and looks back at me and laughs at me for being stupid enough to give my life to save this child? What if that innocent child grows up to be a bad person? And I wasted my life to save that little fucking prick. To save that fucking prick little brat.